everyone. Welcome to Geometry Dash Daily. I'm your host, Carter or Twilight GD, and today we have a very special guest with us. We have Storm957.
Hello, everyone.
If you guys don't know who Storm is, he is a very, very good mobile and 60 hertz player. And he is, I'd say, most known for Plasma Pulse Finale and Scoop Helm on 60 hertz. So, how are you doing today, Storm?
Doing all right. Just working on a project here. Uh, yep, special
Yeah.
project. So,
Ah. So we're gonna be talking about a few things today on the show, or on this episode at least. And Storm also has a few ideas of some things he wants to talk about. So let's start off with Storm. What is a topic you'd like to discuss for, earlier on?
um, I guess I want to say just a minor complaint I've had about Point and Crate, but just like I don't know. I know the mobile list exists and low refresh rate list exists and stuff, but I really wish Point and Crate would take in 60 FPS opinions or low refresh rate opinions, just because it would help like low refresh rate players make the list more accessible rather than how it is now.
Uh,
Because yeah, just I don't know because it's so hard to get a list even nowadays. Like back in like my journey for getting a list even was it started since I was trying to beat idols and
oh,
I
I always forget that
idols
Lotus is
and
on the list. I always forgot that, like, sometimes that it was.
yeah. I don't know if idols is memorable. It's memorable for me, but for another reason, because I had a horrible experience with it. And when yeah, I beat idols in February 2021, and at that point, I started idols in August of 2020 when it was like 140 on the list. But then when I beat it, like months later, it was like 170. So
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah, it kept happening for a while until literally Plaza Pulse Finale is my first list demon ever. So
All
no,
right. Oh,
no, actually no.
yeah.
Sorry, I need to correct that. It's Bowser Vortex. Yeah, Bowser Vortex was my
Dasha
first.
Vortex for a first list is not honestly a bad level for a first list. That's impressive.
Thing though is that wave level, and I'm playing on mobile, so typically those two don't go together.
So Storm, one thing I want to know, and I'm sure a lot of like people that watch you want to know, is what inspired you fully for Scoop and Hell for 60 hertz.
Hmm. Okay, so actually, some people know about like my intentions, but my only intention was for my for me to tie my name somehow to a legendary level or completion. Like like Bloodbath was beaten by Thunder BT, Celestial Force with Hilo, Yatagarasu with Cooper. Like all those are very, very special, and I wanted to do that, but it seemed like all the classic levels were like taken, except for Sakupin, which it was definitely a hard choice to play that, wanting to play that level. And starting it off, it was kind of intimidating. I got to be honest, but yeah, but in the end, I did beat it. But I wouldn't say it was particularly worth it. But as long as this can be a good achievement in people's minds every once in a while, then I'm satisfied with what I did.
I mean, I'd say it's a pretty good achievement on it. Like that is an impressive achievement to hold first Scoop and Hell mobile victor, and not even to mention you did get on GD today, which gave you like a lot more traction with it to help you out.
Hmm. The funny thing is, I don't have Twitter, so I
So
didn't know
yeah, you
that
didn't
happened.
know until I told you, or did you
Well,
know before?
someone, one of my friends actually sent me like, "Hey, look, you're on Twitter." I was like, "Oh wow, that's
Look,
kind of cool."
Storm, you're famous.
But like, I saw that like that tweet had like 20, 30,000 views, but then like they I guess many people didn't want to don't many people I don't know like GD today linked the video like in another like reply to their own tweet,
Uh,
but I don't know, just it did get many views, but now it's starting to die down a bit, which it's understandable, of course.
I mean, yeah, it's been a few weeks now since he did it, but that doesn't mean it's not an impressive achievement at all.
Yep. Just I want it to be my most viewed video. I don't know how long that would take me, but I
I'd
do
say
want it.
it's possible. It is definitely possible.
Like
Uh,
likely with time.
Alright, I think a good topic, honestly, is what do you think of the whole tidal wave situation?
I mean, like, are people necessarily complaining about it? Like
The thing is,
taking.
like, a lot of sorry by the way, but uh a lot of people have like complained over and over that like it's not a great level, it looks horrible. It's kind of like half and half, really. Like half of the people really think it's an awesome level, and the other half is completely upset about it. I really don't have a clear opinion on it since one, never played it, probably never will. I like the style it's going for, and I like the song, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know why a level like that needs to be top one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I understand that. But however, you're taking it. You gotta take into the perspective of me because like I'm a mobile player, so I can't really play anything
yeah,
like that hard.
yeah, okay,
But
yeah. To be fair, that is true.
I do like it. It's generally because I've always thought about this, but I genuinely think that Platypus Finale is probably one of the best number one demons we've like ever had. It's it's like very uh its gameplay is not particularly like anything exclusive and it's just generally a good level with good balancing too. So like with tidal wave it's longer than like a minute long. Like I'm kind of done seeing like minute long uh number one demons
Yeah,
and yeah, the decoration is very cool. Like I don't get why people wouldn't like something like that. It's just it's very itself. Like it's nothing. It's not really based off of anything. Unlike Acheron Slaughterhouse and stuff.
yeah. And I mean,
I
like,
can't.
oh, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Uh, I can't see anything. You gotta say anything bad about Tidal Wave, and uh, its difficulty is like the one thing you can say, but honestly, how many people are wanting to like are even capable of being that level? I'm pretty sure like most of the people who are saying that they don't like Tidal Wave are probably not going to be it at least for a long while.
Yeah, I have no idea who. I mean, the day it gets verified, it's just all of a sudden it's gonna be like, who's gonna beat it now? Like all of Twitter's just gonna be like, who's gonna beat it now? Who is it? Who's going for it? Because that's all it is in this game. It's just like one person does something impressive, and then everyone wants to know who's gonna do the next thing.
Yeah,
And it's just like, God, why?
I wouldn't be surprised. I would. I think Doggy. I think Doggy's going to play. I'm not really sure if he's motivated to, but
to do
That'd
another
be
top
cool.
one.
Yeah, because every single number one demon he's had, he's like it's only stayed number one for like a short amount of time before another one. So
Except Acheron.
except, but that's going to change soon because of tidal wave
We don't know that for sure, though. To be fair.
or Avernus, one of those two.
Mm, I don't like the Avernus thing. I think that's actually another good topic. Do you think Avernus should get unrated? Because a lot of
No,
people agree it should.
what? Why though? Just because a level isn't universally liked doesn't mean it should be unrated. This is not a co-reta, okay?
Yeah.
That's just I don't know. I feel like you're calling you're calling a level not good when you don't play it and the decoration's like fine. Like nothing particularly wrong with you know I guess people are maybe sick of seeing red and orange all the time, but
I'll give it to Bo and like the team that made the level. The decoration's awesome. Like I love its like the style. It's just
mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I feel like the golden was a good enough level. I don't think it really needed like a sequel.
Hmm.
I mean, I
You
guess
know what?
I could understand why because like the golden has it isn't as hard as it used to be. It's a lot easier
Yeah.
than it like considered easier. But I mean, like I don't think that it called for another harder level of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like another harder version. I don't think it needed it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Bo wanted to do this. Maybe he was just like thinking one day it'd be cool to see a golden sequel that's like completely opposite of what the golden actually is. But maybe he also wanted to like capitalize on like the golden's popularity. It was like, oh look, Avernus will be like the same thing,
Yeah.
but clearly it hasn't been that. So
Yeah.
although would it have been better shape if Zoink hadn't hyper buffed it?
Yeah, that is actually a fair point. I think Avernus would be a lot better if Zoink hadn't just completely like spammed the buff button on his keyboard that he has. Because I know he
Yes.
has it. He buffs like every level. He even buffed
Yeah.
Acheron for crying out loud.
Okay. Well, he's just seems like he's kind of I don't know what he's doing, but it's kind of funny, regardless.
I guess we can let the man cook. We'll see what he does. But I don't know.
It was funny. I let you click on Zoink's stream, and I immediately see him buffing the beginning inputs for no reason.
Yeah. I think
In tidal wave.
I think another good topic for all this is with Limbo now. We got around 20, 25 victors. I don't really know the exact number. But after all the victors, we still haven't gotten the red key chosen. And it's the only key not chosen. And I want to know what you think. Like, why do you think that could be?
Well, actually, Doggy. Actually, no, not just Doggy, but all the victors, unless they fluked the key section first try, which I think some people have. Like, I'm not really, I'm not really like statistical on that, but I remember Doggy died like 2 times at the wave because of like off sync music, and possibly one of those could have been the red key.
Yeah, I mean, we'll never know for sure, really. It could be anything. Who knows
But
for sure?
I'm thinking, why hasn't it's a 13% chance of the red key being chosen, and you got so many odds going against you. The odds of like how you're feeling like when you're that far, and just how the key generation will be, and whether you actually beat it or not. So many things that makes it like reasonable why the red key hasn't been chosen yet.
I think uh, a reason I've always thought this like is like an idea. As you know, instead of using like random trigger, like a random event trigger for the keys, Mindcap like did it manually, which I don't know if that could have like a big part in it. It could, it might not. I don't know how that works. But it's a small theory that like like if he used the random trigger, it could have been a little different, like with the whole rearranging part, and it could have
Hmm.
been like a bigger chance for it. But to be fair, in the end, there was always going to be like the one key that hasn't been chosen yet, and red was like the unlucky one.
Well, Pink suffered like the same fate until Doggy. So
Yeah, but it's just like out of all the victors, how has the red key just somehow not been chosen?
don't know. Maybe people don't like red,
Yeah, I guess that could somehow be a possibility.
but it'll happen soon. I'll be for sure. Like I'm thinking by the time it'll reach 30 victors, uh, one of them will be the red key. So it
Yeah,
won't be too long from
if
now.
not, I actually don't know what would be. Like, Mind Cap would probably lose his mind if it like doesn't
Yeah,
get
But
chosen by 30.
but you'll be funny though. What if Mindcap deliberately rigged the red key so it can't be chosen?
And just never gets chosen.
Yeah, he knows it. He's just like
Sitting
building
there,
hype in the community for no reason.
sitting there like one of those evil villains in the spinning chair that's just petting his cat, like watching us all fall into madness, trying to figure out why we can't get the red key. I think
I,
another a good discussion is with how much the list has changed. A lot of like how we've had like series levels, like we have the Greek letter trilogy, we got the artificial like series, and we
the
have
tech
arch.
the
Yeah,
technology trilogy.
I can't say it right. Yeah, and we have RGB, which is now just the R&B series, pretty much.
The RB.
And soon it will just be B because now Yada's like 144 or something.
And then it'll just be nothing afterwards.
What do you think about that? Like those top three levels that were once the three hardest levels in the lit game. Now one of them isn't even considered like one of the hardest ever.
Well, similar to Bloodlust, similar to Zodiac. Um, just for some reason the skill capacity of this game just won't drop ever. Apparently, for people thought about Slaughterhouse, it's like, oh look, Slaughterhouse. It's like this is the human limit, but
Now we
no.
have now what do we have now? Silent Club Step, Avernus, and Acheron above it.
Yeah, and people didn't even think Sonic Clubstep was number one when it was released.
Me and my friends, we came up with like an idea for like the top 10 right now as a trilogy, like a name for it, or like a saga called like the New Beginning Saga. But like this is the
Mm-hmm.
new generation of like hardest levels that we're gonna be getting.
Should call it like
The shit series.
the star rated series, because most of the top 10 is star rated. I'm pretty sure. Only. Right? I'm not really sure about that. But I think that just goes to show like how levels are being made nowadays by the fact that there's just a bunch of only star rated only levels at the top.
Yeah, levels right now though, like people right now aren't pushing levels to be made harder and harder. They're being pushed to meet like to be made more like better deco and stuff like that.
Hmm.
What is
Yeah,
what's unbelievable to me is Bloodlust is like 7 away from falling off the main list.
I mean that was gonna happen at some point. Just we didn't know when.
I think another funny thing is how Arctic Lights got moved like 20 spots the other day, out of
Oh,
nowhere.
oh wait, where is it? Is it back on the main list or?
Arctic Lights went from like 76 or whatever to 98.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't even realize that. Like, hmm.
When
I
the
think the
list,
fact that it's shorts,
yeah, I guess that.
hmm,
I think what's funny is that like every time a level is like placed or like this opinion could be subject to change. That doesn't mean you change it 3 years later, like out of nowhere.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe people were complaining. I was like, man, this is not as hard as the other levels. And then
But to be
yeah, too
fair,
many
like
complaints piled
yeah,
up.
Arctic has been like always been debated like a lot easier. It was like placed. Like everyone argues about it,
Yep.
but like I never would have known. To be fair, because for one, I've never played it. Never once have I touched that level, and I'm not considering it anytime soon either. Really, because I mean, like for one, I don't really like like Nine Circles levels. They're not my favorite.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean they're good. That doesn't mean like they're all bad. There are some that are really good. That is a that also doesn't mean they're all good.
Yeah.
I'd say some of the good ones out there, honestly. I think my favorite Nine Circles level is either Cosmic Cyclone, which is really good, or Aerial Gleam, or
But
maybe
this is like
or the
this is like
Hallucination.
this is like decoration wise though, right? Or is it like just as a level?
Just as like a
'Cause-
level, like it doesn't mean just decoration. To be fair, there's not much you can always do for decoration, especially with Nine Circles levels, especially back in the day. Because if you look
although
at if you look at Nine Circles levels from 1.9, they're all the same.
it's just a slight color change and that's it.
Yeah, just a slight color shift hue.
I don't. I'd say Bowser Vortex is pretty original for what it
Yeah,
is.
no, I'd say it was one of the first like branched off from like the whole just like color changing style, and it had its own like little twist.
And yeah, it used 2.0 objects, and I would say without Bowser Vortex, we would not have like any end level Nine Circles levels either. Because
That is true.
it seems like end levels, Nine Circles levels, all branched from Bowser Vortex because like they all seem to follow a similar style to that, anyways. And then eventually, end level just kind of developed his own style from that.
Yeah. Hmm. I guess. hmm, I guess like a good topic now, like in a discussion, would be like, uh, what do you think about like the XO falling off the list after all this time?
I was just thinking about that. Like, I just saw on the Porn Queer website too. But I mean, what was it placed at? Like top? It was top 50, right? For a
It
while.
was. I don't know. It's what it like.
It was main list for a while. I do remember that.
Yeah, it
But
was.
I don't know. It was just like, is that really big of a shock that EXO has fallen off the list?
I mean, like, yeah, I know we all knew it was gonna happen eventually, but I mean, like, XO was always one of those levels that was like really controversial in this game.
Hmm.
Not because it's like bad, it's just like people have mixed opinions with this level. For me, I actually like it compared to
I don't
most
know.
others.
A bunch of people like it. Yeah. I like it too, but just nothing wrong with it falling off the list. It's just this game has gotten harder and gotta. I don't know. Yeah, I do realize that EXO has been considered one of those levels that are like this level's so hard, and now that's off the list. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was really fast.
It was like 3 years. Like EXO has been on the list for like 3 years. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not really sure.
I still remember like one of the biggest things that like ever happened to the list is when what was it? Um, SPL finally fell off after like 7 or 6 years of being on the list.
Yeah, because it kept getting moved up.
Yeah, it never fell off.
Yeah, I don't. I same similar. I guess a similar thing happened to Dole Damas, right, by Jazer.
Yeah,
A similar, I guess something similar happened to that because like it seems like unconventional levels that doesn't have straightforward difficulty, like Super Power level or Dole Damas, will have trouble placing. Because like with Dole Damas, for an example, um, the first mobile victor of Dole Damas, Ven5, you know,
yeah,
he said it was like less harder than Aurora by the Chris, and then higher fresh rate players came in, and it's like, oh, this should be like number 90 or number 100, and like it's so many skewed opinions everywhere.
yeah,
Seems something similar happened to Super Power level. It's more funny with Super Power level because that just kept being on the extended list for its lifetime. Like,
it like never fell off for some stupid reason.
yeah, but technically that level could have been like top 20, right? If it was placed correctly and it didn't get moved up anymore. Like with all the moves, it seemed like it could have been like top 20 demon when it was released.
Yeah, I would say to this day, like, I think. Actually, can I actually tell you something like random real quick that doesn't have to do with GD, but you know how I was in
Mm-hmm.
Florida for a few weeks, right?
Yep.
One of the last days we were there, we were going out to dinner and we were taking like, and from like where we were staying, it was not a far walk to like where we wanted to go. When we were walking, we saw this guy holding like a little, it looked like a capsule. And do you know what was inside that little capsule?
No, I. What was inside?
A huge thing of water and a fish. This guy was actually walking his fish.
Oh,
I have
that's
never seen something like that before.
that is that even? I don't. That's not normal, but like, no, not normal as in like it's not. You're
The
not gonna
man.
find people walking their fish all the time.
I mean, hey, man, really cares about his fish.
I mean, they're not moving anywhere else, like in the tank, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Back on topic of GD. I think for another good like discussion case, kind of would be like, what would be like a good? I'd say a really interesting thing that has like been coming up more in GD is Rob has been. I want to know your opinions with this. Do you think, since we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary in 12 days, do you
Mm-hmm.
think it is possible Rob released 2.2 on the 13th?
Uh, no, I would think it would happen later this year. Not on the
Here's
it seems like it seems like he's still trying to work some things out, like
Yeah.
with platforming and stuff.
Here's what I want. Here's what I'd say about it. Right? I'd say, uh, there is a chance. Yes, like yeah, it's possible, right? Like it could happen.
Hmm.
But the, I mean, like it's such a small chance, especially with the
I mean,
like
Rob would do something like that though.
knowing Rob, he would do it, and he probably he might. But again, like it's a small chance that actually does happen. Yeah, I mean, if it does, that would be incredible. But I think it's most likely gonna happen late 2023 or early 2024. Because like, I don't know. I don't really see the point of
Yeah, I think it would happen later this year, only because I don't think people want to be thinking like anymore that 2.1 is officially 7 years old
Yeah.
in January. It's so funny because like I remember the day 2.1 was released in 2017, and man, it was like I was like, man, this all these features. Like, what am I gonna do? It's like, man, this is so cool. Like, oh look, the spider game mode. I
Yeah.
can't wait to get used to that. But now, playing the same update for like 7 years, and
Yeah, I'm like
you know,
I'm kind of kind of used to it.
yeah. But people are still like finding out new things about this game, still making new stuff every day. So
And it's impressive how far people have gone with GD. And I mean, like when we get used to the 2.2 editor, it'll be even more impressive with some of the stuff we'll be able to make. I have a
that,
feeling a lot of people say 2.2 might ruin the game. I don't know if it'll per se ruin it. It'll just bring a new change that none of us have seen before in like a
uh,
long time.
peep, it's understandable. People are afraid of change because like
Yeah,
I think in particular because like this game has been itself like for the past almost 10 years that it's been released, and seeing it like not be like that anymore, it's understandable why people be kind of questionable about that. About that decision, how it's going to affect things. Honestly, it just gives more people more exploring. Like you got a lot more stuff to do in this game rather than like building and playing and doing challenges and stuff.
yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see what happens with 2.2, but at the same time, I'm really nervous to see like what comes out of it.
Of course. Like, are you afraid it's going to be early 2.1 or early 2.0 situation?
I say it's probably gonna be like a mixture of both.
Well, that just early 2.1 and 2.0 are not necessarily bad. Like I actually like levels from early 2.0 and 2.1 just because they have so much they got so much charm. I love it for
I
that
still
reason.
think to this day one of the dumbest levels that has ever existed is the one level from the Poison Gauntlet.
Um,
Fucking
Poison,
Generation Retro, I think it is. Or I don't know what it's called. Poison Gauntlet.
yeah, Generation Retro.
Oh my god, that level.
What, do you not like it?
I don't hate it. It's just such a funny level.
I like it. Like I actually liked a bunch of the Gauntlet levels. I'd say one of my least favorite Gauntlet levels of all time was Predator by Sam or someone. It's an 8 star.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And people say like, "Oh, Scarlet Surge," Magnetic Sanctuary. No, like those levels are good. Like those are completely fine levels. Like some of the 8 star, 9 star are kind of weird gameplay wise.
Yeah.
Although, wait, so sorry, I want to say one more thing about 2.2, but
Go ahead.
just what I'm afraid about is that rating standards will be higher since there's more to do, and with me, like I'm not really that good of a creator, so like I don't think I'll be. I don't think I can get a rate in 2.2. In 2.1, maybe if I like try hard enough. But 2.2, I think standards just will be overall higher since Rob gave you more options to
Yeah.
use. Yeah, that's all. That's all I want to say.
Yeah. Just I honestly like when 2.2 comes out. I mean, everyone's gonna be shocked because I don't think Rob is gonna give us a release date. He's just gonna. Although to be fair, with the 10th anniversary, it's possible for a release date more than anything. I'd say it's more possible for a release date than the actual release.
Oh yeah, like Rob would give us like a
Like
hint about
maybe,
like when he's releasing.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna do another sneak peek because I don't think there needs to be one. Although I won't lie, the third one came out of nowhere.
I know. It's
I
like
rem- yeah, I remember when that happened. I was literally like chilling, and then I get a notification: "Sneak Peek 3" by Rob. I was like, "What?"
such a Rob top thing to do.
Not tell anyone about it, and then randomly just do it.
All right. Sorry, hold up. I gotta go bathroom. I'll just be back in like a minute.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
God damn, that was actually fast.
Yeah. There's no point in spending extra time in the bathroom.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. Just it seems like with with me and like discussion type stuff, it's it's kind of limiting for me just because I'm more of a newer player compared to some of some of the people that you want on the series. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like I joined the mobile community like two like two and no, it was 2 years ago at this point. So I'm still relatively new to like what's been going on in the community ever since then. I've always just played by myself in my own time.
That's fair. Yeah.
Wait, are you? Did you start like when did you start actually? I'm
Like
curious now.
playing GD
Yeah, playing GD.
back. I think 1.6 was the first time I ever touched this game.
There's no way, dude. I swear, everyone around me is like, they play like pre 1.8. That's I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to make me feel because I started playing in like middle of 2.0, like 2016. So
It's not a bad thing though. Like, it's just I touched this game a lot earlier than a lot of people because my friend from school told me about it. He showed me it. I was like, hey, this is kind of cool.
but do they play the game still? Like your friend?
No, a lot of my friends don't play this game anymore.
See, so similar to how I went because my brother showed me, my older brother showed me this game. I was like, this is a cool game, and then yeah, for him like it slowly died down. And he hasn't played in like 4 years or something.
And then out of nowhere, now you're like the best, one of the best like mobile players.
Yeah, I don't know how to. It doesn't really feel like it though. I gotta be completely honest. Like I don't know how it feels to be a top player. Like I don't know how you should feel. Like I'm still generally trying to improve because I definitely still do have a lot of things I got to improve on. But,
I guess you could be like somewhat happy, but also like somewhat like nervous about the whole thing. It's like kind of
mhm.
different, I guess, compared to what you're like used to.
Yeah, what I'm used to specifically. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself like a top player?
Uh, like what's the like the range we're talking about here? Like in the perspective of like it like the demons list, or is it just like in general?
Yeah, I guess I
Just
guess
because
I guess maybe I should like reword it. Like, would you consider yourself a good player?
mm, improving player. That's the best description I would give myself.
All right,
Um,
yeah. I'd say
I wouldn't
that
necessarily.
fits you.
Yeah, that definitely fits me the most. I'm not. Yeah, I would consider Biprex like a good player, great player, best player,
Uh,
best. But for me, I'm still trying to improve, and I, again, as I said, I still have lots of things that I need. I probably should improve on or want to improve on. So I'll just be keep doing that until I hit like a certain limit.
I thought you were gonna say until I hit like a certain amount of subscribers or something.
Oh no, no, that'd be funny, but like I don't know. YouTube has always been a side thing, so it doesn't really matter if I'm, you know,
Same for me.
make,
I'm more focused mostly on like what's what is it say? I'm more focused on one is like making actual music, and then two is just like more like a what would you say it as? It's just like focusing on school since I'm still a high schooler.
Mhm. uh, are you like are you like graduating high school anytime soon or?
No,
Uh,
sadly no. Since I graduate when do I graduate in 2026, so I still have a few years to go.
oh look, same, I think. Yeah, but but I've heard that college you're gonna spending more time doing other things. So for me, it'd be best to do what I can do right now before college. So I don't have to worry about it. I still be playing the game. I want to be still playing the game when I hit college, but I wouldn't be knowing how much I would be playing or if I could even beat like top demons anymore. What was that?
So
Is
you
that the
said
sickness?
you wanted you said you wanted what was it? Sukuban how to be like your most viewed video
Yeah.
originally. What your most
Like,
viewed video is Bausha, right?
yeah.
I'd say it's possible you could pass it.
Yeah, with time. I don't know how long it'd be. That's
Yeah, give
oh,
me like 3 years. That AI cover will be like my most viewed video somehow.
no, I wouldn't think. I think there'd be another video that will top it. in 3 years.
It might be this one. Who knows? It could be this one. Could be this one.
I don't know. I haven't seen many videos. Like I explored your channel that much ever since I met you. So
I mean, I know you've seen the Sick in Hell video, obviously, because you
yeah.
literally left a comment on that. But for other stuff, that's like completely fair, honestly, because I don't really post as much as I used to. Since I mean, I've been really busy. I haven't even been home for crying out loud, and I've been too sick to like really sit down, record, or even like do anything. So I've just kind of been like laying down.
Yeah. Wait. So, what was like? What was like? Okay. Never mind. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
He is forgotten, but
Yep. I'm a forgotten player already.
yeah, no, that's not what I meant. Got it. Yeah, I think that honestly might wrap it up. You know.
Mm. Oh wait, I just remembered what I was gonna say.
No, never
I
mind.
didn't know you were a music producer.
Uh,
have you posted music on your YouTube before?
not. What's this yet? Like not yet, because I haven't announced this on YouTube yet. But if people watch this all the way through, somehow, uh, I'll probably make a community post out of this. But this is like the official announcement that I am doing like an album kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Is it how many songs will there be?
10.
Planning to do it all by yourself?
No, I have a lot of people helping me out with it. And I'll send this to you now. This is, I might have actually sent it to you. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, I have sent it to you before.
So like the teaser?
Yeah, the thing I sent
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
today.
yeah. I see it. You made that yourself, right?
No.
Oh.
Someone else asked to help out.
It looks cool, really cool though.
It's
So I
based
can't
off
wait.
the one letter. I forget like what it's called. It's like this something, but it's like the O with the slash through it. And I looked at that and I was like, this looks really cool.
Oh,
This would make a great cover.
it does. What's the music genre though?
Like kind of slow lo-fi songs, kind of most of the things.
Mm,
You know, like just a bunch.
I see.
Anyway, I think that does honestly wrap up the episode, and I would like to thank Storm. Thank you for spending your time to come out here and chat with us.
Of course, just I do apologize if I if I didn't speak in a rather
Mutter,
like clear way
like
because it's my first time doing something like this, so
It's alright,
you
man,
gotta
don't worry.
you gotta bear with me.
No one's gonna do something like this perfectly on their first try. It's not that easy.
I understand. Well, I did try my best to make it to make to make it what like I don't know, engaging, I suppose.
Yeah, you
I
did
did try. All right. Well, I guess thank you for having me.
Alright, yep. Alright, everyone, thank you for listening, and I hope everyone has a great day. Goodbye.